Before we start the video, I want to thank everybody for the support on the last SDRA2 commentary as we reached over 500 views. If you haven't seen my last commentary, I suggest you watch it because it's really well made and a lot of work was spent on it. The card will pop up on the right side of the screen. Keep in mind that not every character will show up on the top 5 best SDRA2 characters list. So if they don't show up, it's alright. But no wasting time. Let's go! Big Sis! Setsuka, in my opinion, is by far the most supportive character, along with Shinji. For the whole game, Setsuka's personality is extremely upbeat and humorous. Mainly in her FDEs, she talks about how she got her eye removed and replaced, and became Sans. But either way, her FDEs really show more of Setsuka's character and her motivation for life. And to top it all off, she even calls Sora her sibling in her FDEs. But sadly in chapter 3, her fate was sealed when she attempted to break Hibiki from Kanade's manipulation, resulting in her brutal death. But rest in peace, Setsuka. You will always be missed in the fandom. Even though I preferred the OG Yuki, this one does its job decently well. Over time, we see Yuki grow as a character once again, overcoming new challenges with a new cast. In 6.5 of SDRA, Yuki was kidnapped by Mikado to resurrect Utsuro. During his time in the killing game, Shinji started to bond with Yuki and taught him to be more of a man. My main criticism comes from how Yuki is more useless compared to him being a savage, ending people's career from the first game. He doesn't feel like he's made to exist in the game up until chapters 4 to 6. But either way, Yuki got a massive redemption arc at the end of the game, where he saved Midori from a hostage situation, and oh, Yuki is now trapped. You know, what is the gayest ship in the SDRA2 fandom? Some will say Shinji x Hajime, Nikei x Mikado, but the most infamous ship in the SDRA2 fandom is Yukiro x Sora. Yukiro is by far a very interesting character in terms of her personality and the many great acts she has done throughout the whole game, but can be very harsh towards people sometimes, especially with the guys. But what makes Yukiro and Sora's dynamic work? It's really simple actually. Throughout the whole game, each problem that arises, they both work together to eliminate the problem, along with the other classmates. By the way, in chapter 6, Yukiro was mostly called the ultimate psychologist for my therapy sessions with the survivors of the tragedy. And I can say more better than what Kokoro ever did in her entire lifetime. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring the most savage character in all of SDRA2. Syobai entered the prison 445. Okay. So basically, Syobai is a double agent, working for both Tsurugi and Mikado. His main talent is the ultimate Brooker, where he carries out assassins, drug smuggling, and sabotaging other missions. What makes Syobai a good character is the way he handles things compared to the other students, showing his crafty side when the times are needed, like in chapter 3 and 4 where he helps Sora take down Kanade, and we even play as him in chapter 4 as the main protagonist. In the end, Syobai was arrested and possibly died when the bridge collapsed after Yuki took it down. By the way, let's go over Syobai's most savage moments. He stabbed Sora, kidnapped Midori, roasted everybody, killed the real Mikado, and escaped prison with Iroha. A true legend indeed. Before I go to number 1, I would like to give some of the honorable mentions of some of the characters which didn't appear on the number list. The first one is Toria Otori. He is very determined to his job and even lost his life for the greater good.
Snake, are you okay? Snake?
A step up from his SDRA counterpart. The second one is Mikao Sonoji, the most interesting villain so far, and is much better than Junko and Oshima. The twist with Mikado being the AI the whole time really shocked me, and I couldn't believe it. but either way, an amazing villain. The third character is Emma Magarobi. Emma killed Kokoro for the greater good and deserves to be praised. The fourth character is Ibiki Otonokoji, and I gotta say, she is very adorable and didn't deserve to suffer by Kanade. I like her personality, and sometimes she could be a brat, but overall she's a very positive and friendly person. The fifth character is Sora or Akintaro. Sora is a great protagonist, and we see her grow from just a nameless character to a selfless, devoted character who sacrificed her life to save the others, and she even gave Yuki her old body just so he could live on as a new person. Last but not least, we have on the honorable characters list, we got Shinji Kasai. Shinji is incredibly caring and put his life on the line to save Yuki, Nikei, and Sora from being executed. He always kept a positive outlook even in the darkest times. Rest in peace, big bro Shinji. Nikei, in my opinion, is the most fun character I have ever reacted with. He's funny, smart, interesting, and is very enjoyable to watch, especially with his FDEs. Originally, Nikei was the leader of Void, but Mikado took that position, leading to his extreme hatred of him. Over time, he planned to take Mikado down by any means necessary. When his plan came crashing down, Nikei pulled a gun to kill Mikado for all the misdeeds he has done to him. And this happens. He ends up getting executed by Rule 17, and his execution is amazing, especially with the part where Nikei is falling. After all that, I will now declare my verdict. Nikei Yomiuri is declared the best character in my opinion. The next commentary will be SDRA2 every trial rank, so stay tuned for that one, and goodbye everyone.